look just simple. It's going to be chopped brisket sandwich. And most of you already know how to cook brisket, but in case this is your very first time on YouTube and this is your very first time cooking brisket, I go through how I prep my brisket and how I do my brisket sandwiches. Alright, with that being said, let's get started with this brisket. Alright, now I'm going to prep up my brisket. And for my brisket, I always like to inject my brisket. So I'm going to make my injection begins with 2 tablespoons of beef broth mixed to 2 cups of water, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic, and 1 teaspoon of mustard powder. Then we'll just get this all into a pot, give it a nice mix around. Then we're going to put it on the stove, give that bouillon base, the beef base a chance to dissolve, and then let the injection, let this cool down, and then we'll inject the brisket. Alright, so I'll be back after all of this is said and done, and I'm ready to inject the brisket. Alright, fellas. My injection is cooled down, so I have that here in a jar. And I saw, I was looking at Daryl Mass, the barbecue superstar. So I was looking at a video on his channel, and I saw something that was kind of different, where the guy was injecting his pork shoulder through the plastic, and as you all know who inject, it squirts. So I guess that would minimize the splatters on the wall that my wife keep fussing at me about. So I thought I'd give that a try today when injecting my brisket. So I got my Dr. Mad Blood syringe and going to get me some good old injection. And what I'm going to do, instead of just jabbing straight through the plastic, I'm going to just poke a hole first and then go in and inject. Again, poke a hole through it, go in and inject. Yeah, it's a little bit more time consuming doing it this way, but at least I'm not getting sprayed, and the rest of the kitchen is not getting sprayed as I do this. Yep. Of course, as I pull out, I'm releasing a little bit of injection as I pull out. You can see, like just there, just caught it. Alright, I'm going to continue to inject, and I'll show you what I have after I'm finished with that. Okay, my injection is complete. And I guess the technique kind of worked. I guess you probably might want to go from the top. I started on the bottom, so some of the juice then came out. So I'm going to revert to what I normally do, is put it inside of a plastic bag and just kind of like let it marinate. So this will be in the refrigerator overnight, and we'll go in the smoker You know what? I will go on the smoker tomorrow. All right. So the brisket. I will see you tomorrow. All right, fellas. Here's my brisket. I injected it and I wrapped it up in a plastic bag and let it sit overnight. So it's been about a day for it, and I'm planning on doing my cook early in the morning. So it's the night before my cook on Labor Day. So I'm going to hit it up first of all with my KIRBBQ beef rub. And oh, by the way, for a limited time only, if you want to purchase, if you want to give my rub some try, you can purchase it. You'll need to go to my Facebook page, KIRBBQ on Facebook, and I have a link, a PayPal link there on my KIRBBQ Facebook page. Just click on that link, click which other rubs or you want to try, or if you want to try my sampler package, I have a sampler package for $25 there, $7 flat rate shipping anywhere in the continental USA. Alright, so if you're interested and you want to try my rubs, again, my Facebook page, KIRBBQ, and click on the rub, purchase my rubs link, and you can purchase them there. So anyway, I'm going to get started with the first layer of my KIRBBQ beef rub on this side of the brisket. I did a little bit of trimming to it. Again, you're saying you're doing a whole lot of work just for brisket sandwich. So you got to cook the brisket first. I didn't already have the brisket cooked, so this is how I cook my brisket. I'm just going to hit that. Cook real nice and good. Alright, so my first layer is with KIRBBQ, then with some Montreal steak seasoning on brisket. I'm just going to get out a pat, make sure it's on everything. Give it a flip. Do the same thing. I use my bigger shaker. So here, this is more KIRBBQ. I just put it in a bigger shaker for when I'm doing my competitions. And my Montreal steak seasoning again too. And pat it down. Alright, this is going back in the fridge until I get ready to put on a smoker, which is going to be about, I'm getting up about 4 o'clock to throw this and some other big pieces of meat on the smoker. So that's about maybe about 7 hours from now. Just throw this back in the fridge and let it sit. So I'll see you guys 7 hours at the in 7 hours at my smoker. Bye bye. Okay, fellas, the hours has arrived for me to go ahead and put these on the smoker. Here's my brisket that's been marinated. We just did the rub and stuff on there. Just let it patted it down. Everything's ready to go on the smoker. My smoker is currently at 250. It's still gonna creep up a little. I'm gonna go hot and fast today because it's forecast to rain, so I want to try to get it done before it rains. Alright, I'm going out to the smoker. I see you guys out there. Okay, fellas, here's my brisket. It finally reached my internal temp. Today I just went for 195. I usually shoot for 200, but because we ready to eat, it's at 195. We're going to go ahead and let it rest for 5 more minutes. Then we're going to start making some slices out of it and make our sandwiches for the day. So I'm going to let this rest, and I'll be back in a few minutes for our sandwiches. Okay, while my brisket is ready, I'm going to prepare me some onions to go on my brisket sandwich. Just going to remove the outer layer. Alright, let's make a few slices. My wife really don't want none. And I'm going to take them and put them in my pot. I got a pot that's heating. I'm going to add some cooking oil to it. And let me swing over just a little. Up. And zoom. 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 And up. Okay. And crank her up just a little bit more. Sorry. Then I'm going to hit it again with some KIRBBQ beef rub. And don't forget, if you want to purchase the rub, you can go to my Facebook fan page and click on the rubs link and purchase you some of my rubs. Alright. A little bit more. I'm just going to give these a light saute. Alright. I'll be right back when the onions are done. Okay, fella, I'm going ahead and start slicing up my brisket. I got a pretty good smoke ring on it. Hope you can see that. Pretty good. Do a pull test. Whoop. Ooh, still hot. My taste test. Pretty good. Pretty good. Now let's assemble the sandwich. Let me pull out. I have my bun. Pretty simple. Nothing complicated. This ain't rocket science. See, I cut it a little bit thinner. I'm going to try to cut it real thin. Layer it on my bread. And one more slice should be good enough. Okay. I'm gonna put some onions on it. Gonna pour a little KIRBBQ sauce on it, or your favorite barbecue sauce, whatever. Give it a good old smush. Now for the taste test. I'm gonna adjust the camera. Okay, here I am. I'm going to get my beef brisket sandwich bite. This is really good. This is a really good sandwich. Barbecue for you, I'm still one of your numbers, man. Yeah, it is good. Y'all have a blessed Labor Day. This is KIRBBQ. Please subscribe. Go over to my Facebook page and like my page, and also if you want to try my rubs and sauce, you can click on the link there and purchase you some. Again, this is my beef brisket sandwich. God bless y'all. Have a nice day.